She didn't want to reconcile. She liked that it was a commotion for the rest of the summer.
So how are you liking being on Beverly Hills then?
I don't think it's very much fun.
Well, we have our matcha. Let's
Yes.
show the camera.
Ceremonial grade.
Is it?
Only the best.
We are confirming that it is ceremonial grade.
Yes, because why would we not choose ceremonial grade?
I don't
Why
know.
would we choose inferior matcha?
I don't know.
Commercial grade's kind of bitter. It's not as good.
Okay.
Takes more honey.
All right.
Yeah.
So ceremonial grade, that's it?
That's the vibe.
Well, you are new on Beverly Hills.
Yes.
We were talking off camera that you didn't watch Beverly Hills before you went on. You didn't watch any Housewives.
I watched one episode. Okay, so Eddie and I were laying in bed. We were in Newport, and I was like, should we watch just one episode? Should we know more about what I'm getting myself into? And I was like, let's just pick something a few seasons back that's not a relevant storyline. I don't want to like get preconceived notions about people in my head. So we watched season 10, episode 1. It's Sutton's first episode as a friend of. But it's just like Kyle's fashion show and like Sutton being fashiony and being kind of critical of what's Kyle's friend's name? She made fun of someone wearing a black romper. It doesn't matter. Like, it was just, I watched it and I was like, it's cute. It's funny. It's like, yeah, but I don't think I really got like the gist.
Got it.
Yeah.
So now that you filmed your first season, you're watching it back. What do you think is the biggest surprise that you have found?
How hard it is. Sorry, I need to figure out how to get my head on straight about this. Like, I've never had the experience of coming into a group of friends or a group of women and not finding my footing, not finding my people, having a hard time being heard and being then misheard and misunderstood and misconstrued. That's never been my experience. So my intention, without knowing storylines, without knowing who these people have been on the show before, my intention was just to honestly get to know everyone. So everyone had a clean slate and a fresh start. I knew virtually nothing besides what I had seen of Kyle on Instagram, only because I followed Kyle because I bought her house.
Right.
So she was the only one. So I knew like some of her tabloid nonsense, but I didn't even know anything about her on the show. I didn't know who anyone was at all. And I thought that way I would just make my own, because you start hearing from people, oh, so-and-so's this way, so-and-so's that way, people who have watched the show. I was like, I don't need to know any of that. Let me just get to know them. That was my plan.
Okay. Do you wish, though, you did get to know them ahead of time? Or, like, you did your due diligence?
No, because that one episode I watched, I thought in that episode, I might not really like Erica. And then I assumed I wouldn't really like Erica.
Ow.
From one episode, I assumed I wouldn't really like her. And then she said a little thing. And I was like, I guess we're probably not going to get along. And then I liked Erica completely fine.
Well, then there you go.
Erica and I really, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, especially toward the end. Like, we got into a good place. So I think it was probably a better plan for me. But it meant I had no strategy. I had no, I think people sometimes go in with I want to be friends with this person and this will be a good kind of alliance vibe for me. I had none of that.
Now, a lot of fans and also the women, now we're starting to get to know you, right? And I feel like a lot has been circulating online about you, including your past. Is there any big misconception out there that you want to set the record straight on?
I mean, you want to ask me directly?
You were involved in a cult, and then there was a past arrest that is circulating. So I just wonder,
I can tell anything. What do we want to start with?
Well, it just depends on, what do you want people to know about you?
I mean, so the Mugshot thing, the DUI thing was 2016, so nearly 10 years ago. It was dismissed. It was expunged. I didn't leave the parking space. I attempted to move my car out of a parking lot and get it outside a gate that was going to close. That was in downtown Tulsa. I was going to move my car out of the gate that I was afraid would close my car in. And a guy who had been hitting on me all night and flirting with me and trying to get my attention was like, you shouldn't drive, you shouldn't drive, you shouldn't drive. And I was like, I'm just trying to move my car. Anyway, I was blocked in. I couldn't move my car. I had cars on all sides of me. I couldn't get out. So I called an Uber. I stepped into the street. And as I was reaching for the door handle of the Uber, a cop tapped me on the shoulder and said, that guy says you were drinking and driving. And I said, I tried to move my car. I was honest. I had nothing to hide. But I admitted that I tried to move my car. And so he arrested me.
Okay. What about the cult situation?
Okay, so I have a background in ministry.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 Bible school degrees. Between ministry training school and my bachelor's, which are both from religious institutions, I was involved in a church for about 2 years that was highly controlling, isolated, very manipulative. It fits every single criteria for a cult. My experience there, I mean, it just is, you know. It's not that I want it to be a cult, like it fits the definition of one. And so when I was starting my business, I started a blog, and my whole career, my whole life, I've written about whatever was real and true for me. So my very first blog that you can still find on amandafrancis.com, the very first one was the cult story. And I was just trying to, you know, reconcile, make sense of what I had been through. How do you trust yourself to make decisions as a young woman if you accidentally joined a cult somehow? Like, you know, I was just trying to work that out for myself. But since then, I've written multiple blogs on it. I've written articles on it. It's never been a secret. Like, religious abuse is a thing. Cultic dynamics happen. Like, I don't know. It wasn't dirt.
Okay.
It wasn't dirt to dig up. It's something I've been honest about always.
But it kind of sounds like the women think it is dirt and they're trying to dig it up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And as it happens, I'm like just thinking, this is the dirt you have on me. Something that I wrote about in my own words multiple times is your dirt.
Got it.
Or the mugshot story that I've told publicly at least 5 times. Like, I've talked about it in my courses. I have a clear memory of speaking about it on a webinar. There's an Instagram post about it. It's never been a secret either. So they don't know me, and they're assuming these things are secrets and dirt, and they're things I've been honest about always.
Do you think the women are misunderstanding you? Because also the way that they talk about your business on the episodes too, do you think they're just not getting who you are?
I think some people don't care to learn. Some people aren't really listening, not really paying that much attention. And I think some people are like pretending not to get it. You know, I apply spiritual and energetic principles to money and business. I'm like not the first person to do this. This has been happening from the beginning of forever. Like personal development and self-help and like business growth trainings and seminars have always been a thing, right? We have to imagine that some people read the book, it resonates with them, it's right for them, and then they make their way into a course. Like that would be great. But my business has been growing forever. Like it's not dependent on a show.
Because you didn't join, like, why did you join the Housewives? So maybe that's the question. You weren't a fan of the Housewives? You don't watch reality television?
Basically, so I don't know if you saw this reel. There's this course I have called the Holiday Bundle, and it's, what's the word? Conglomeration? Accumulation
of, like, is it several things?
It's like so many videos.
Okay,
it's like
accumulation of.
Yeah, it's like 26 hours of content recorded over like 8 years,
Okay.
right? So it's a big kind of offer. We sell it at a very low price on Black Friday. People love it. It's been around forever, whatever. In the Holiday Bundle, in video 3, which was recorded in 2014, I declare that I'm going to be on a reality show. I say, this is one of the things I want in life. This is my future. I'm manifesting it. This is my destiny. It's been like on my heart and a secret desire forever. I always thought my life would make its way to TV at some point. So when you get a text and then you get a call and you get an interview at NBC Universal,
right,
you think like, maybe I'm meant to do this.
Okay. So how are you liking being on Beverly Hills then?
I don't think it's very much fun. There's fun moments.
Of course.
There's fun moments. There's genuine moments. There's some really good off-camera moments, right?
Of course.
But no, I would not call it fun.
Who do you think you're closest with?
While we were, can I say filming?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
While we were filming, absolutely Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle was very consistent, like very there for me, very the same on and off camera, like really a true good friend. Period. We talked about all kinds of things related to the show and our past and who we were. And like, yeah, that was my strongest relationship. Sutton and I got to a good place by the end.
Okay.
Sutton was a friend to me. Everyone will see Sutton really be a friend to me, which is nice. Eric and I got to a pretty good place. And I would say present day, I feel close to both Kathy and Jennifer. Kathy texted me at 1 a.m. last night, checking on me. Jennifer and I were texting about something for an hour the other day. Like, I do think I'll walk away with some of these women being like happy I know them.
Okay.
For sure. But the whole dynamic of like filming and things coming out of left field and you don't ever know what anyone's going to say about you and to you, and like some people wanting to make you look. I've never in my life walked into a situation and assumed bad of a woman and wanted her to look bad.
But you feel like these women are assuming bad of
Some
you.
do, yeah.
A lot of fans. I know you said you were really close with Kyle, but a lot of fans think she's producing you on the side. Do you see that at all?
I think that's all really weird. Okay. Can I tell you what I really think?
Yes.
Without really knowing how people think it works, because I don't know. I think that Kyle saw me as a new person and went out of her way to be like, to welcome me. She said, welcome to the show, Amanda, at least like 3 times, right? She didn't have to do that. When I would have a question about like, okay, so we're supposed to all meet downstairs at 9. That's what we've agreed upon, but no one got there till 11:30. So how do you navigate? Like I could just ask her anything about how anything worked and she would be honest with me, like from her past experience, from what she actually thinks, to show, to, you know, to all of it. Like she was just true and there for me. But to say she like manipulated or produced, I mean, absolutely not. I think she told me her thoughts on things. Sometimes I agreed with her. Sometimes I didn't. You know what I mean? But it would be easy to say that like, if that's true, then all of us are producing all of our friends, right? Because we all have conversations with people. And sometimes our opinion is informed by new information when we have conversations, right? So like, there were times where people will see Kyle really understood where I was coming from and she really saw my side. Was I producing her, or was she a friend who had heard my heart and got it, right? So because we agreed with each other, it's crazy to say agreeing with someone who's taken the time to welcome you and be a good friend to you and vice versa is production.
A lot of the women think that you like to one-up them. So they'll say something and then you're in the corner and you say something again, you know, trying to one-up. A lot of fans have also noticed that. Do you see it?
I see how it maybe can look that way if you see that one little thing I said. But in the whole context of what I was experiencing was me trying to find things to relate to.
Got it.
Trying to find commonalities.
Okay, so you weren't trying to flaunt, this is what
No.
I have, or maybe overcompensating
But also, do you know
a little bit.
No. Do you know what I think is also like the biggest misunderstanding? In my life, in my world, we are all extremely proud of ourselves and of each other. And we brag on ourselves and on each other kind of continually. And we're proud of each other with what we can buy and spend and afford and where we've gotten to of life. And there's this overarching sense of gratitude. So I think if I say I spent $10,000 on crystals and I'm reflecting on I bought my first multi-million-dollar home in West Hollywood and I went to the crystal store and I like bought all the crystals and I put them like I'm reflecting on that as like, yeah, go girl. Good job spending $10,000 on crystals. That's how anyone who knows me would have taken it.
Got it.
Yeah.
But we're not seeing that, or the women aren't seeing that, or they're not.
I didn't know they weren't seeing it, I guess.
Okay.
Now I do.
So watching the episodes back, are you surprised with what they're saying? Or are you watching the episodes
I'm not
back?
watching all of them back.
Amanda, you're not watching them back?
I watched the one that comes out, I guess,
this week.
Yeah, I watched this week's episode, yeah.
Okay, which I do want to say, I know this week's episode was really tough, but I want to applaud you for it because I think this is what's important about reality TV, right? Because you have the drama, you have the fashion, but then you have really real life situations that this will help other women out there, other families out there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Were you at all, I guess maybe not hesitant, but like how were you feeling going into filming that episode?
I mean, I had spoken with Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
I had spoken with Kyle. And we had kind of all said, you know, get your mind off it. It's a dinner. I wasn't having like a lot of real beef with anyone. I had no reason to anticipate that the night would be anything but a dinner party, you know? I wasn't assuming the worst of the night. But I also wasn't in a bad place. Like I was just like, you know, okay, let's go to Rachel's, you know? Mm-hmm. So yeah, I definitely didn't see it coming.
Okay. With Dorit, we saw that, you know, she was trying to confront you about you bringing up the divorce. And then you said, look, this is just not a good time. This is not a good time. Were you at all surprised by her reaction where she just kept bringing it up again?
I was shocked that I had to say it twice. I was surprised that I had to say a second time, hey, I just told you what today was, you know? Because I think the only appropriate reaction would have been like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. And then we'll talk about this at a different time. But I think you see me very conflicted because you see me, I'm trying to figure out what's happening. I'm trying to figure out what she's talking about. So I'm like, do you mean when I went to Kyle's and Kyle told me that you and your ex have had issues about this in the past? Are you talking about when I went over to Kathy's and Jennifer asked me about what me and Kyle had spoken about? Like, I was trying to place it because I knew that I had no ill intent. I knew that I didn't wish badly for her. I knew that I just thought she was a woman going through a hard time. I was still praying for her, right? So you see me being like, there's a part of me going like, what is she talking about? If I can explain this, we're going to be okay. She just needs to know like what actually happened. So there's part of me doing that. And there's part of me at the same time going like, I can't today and I shouldn't have to today, you know? And so I think you see me trying to reconcile that.
Do you think in that moment, though, because then we did see the women try to rally around you. No, you're looking at me.
Who rallied around me?
Well, at the end, we saw like Kathy and Kyle.
Kathy and Kyle and Erica. Erica also knew. Okay. Erica came up to me at the beginning of the dinner party and kind of said something to the extent of, your life looks really perfect. And I said, yeah, my life looks good because it like is good. Like I've worked hard on my life. And she said, well, and I was really honest with her. Like I've created this life. I manifested this life. Like I worked on this life, like, but it looks good. And like, yeah, thank you. And she was like, well, what's real for you? Like what's like in a life that looks so good, what's real? And I was like, it's the anniversary of my son's death. And she didn't expect me to say it. And so we talk about it. And then she brings up the mugshot. I tell her the whole story I just told you.
Okay.
So I go into the night like, oh, anniversary of Zion's death. I just told the mugshot story. Like, let's have a moment with the psychic, eat some dinner and go home.
Right.
Like it's already like a little heavy maybe.
Right.
But when Erica came into the lobby, it's because she already knew. Or the foyer of Rachel's. When Erica came in, she knew Kathy is just like a mom. Kathy will show up and be a mom really in pivotal moments. I've experienced that with her on and off camera several times now. And then Kyle knew, okay. Right? And she was closest to me. So I did feel supported by Kathy and Kyle and Erica by the time I was leaving. I did. Okay. I did.
Not by Dorit. Because we saw her try to come to you.
That felt like a sincere attempt to you?
Obviously, it's your experience.
I didn't experience it as a sincere attempt. I experienced it as Kathy tried to get her to make it right.
Okay.
And she felt like she kind of had to.
Okay.
You're going to tell Kathy, like, no. I never got the feeling that she cared.
We'll see.
I never got the feeling that she cared. Because someone who cared would have very sincerely been able to apologize. You'll see.
We'll see.
It doesn't get better.
I know. I was about to ask. Got it.
But the thing I'm really, really sure of is that we could have gotten better. We could have repaired. I wanted to. Like the audience will see me try to. I asked her on a couple different occasions to like step aside and talk to me. I think if she could have apologized and shared with me what was going on for her, why she was so triggered by maybe me saying something about her and all of that, and let me share what was going on with me, talk about Canaan and Zion's birth and Zion's death and like what all that was for me. I think if we could have met each other in that moment, there wouldn't be what actually happened. I don't think it would have been hard to reconcile. She didn't want to reconcile. She liked that it was a commotion for the rest of the summer.
Do you think if she watches the episodes back and realized, look, I was in the wrong, would you be open to having something with her? Because, we do have a reunion, your first reunion.
I'm a big believer that people can change.
Okay.
So there's two things that go on at once inside me. When someone shows you who they are, believe them, right? Like believe people. Like if someone has shown you repeatedly that they don't want to be your friend, they don't want to support you, they don't care what's going on for you, then I need to believe that. I don't need to make them to be something else. And at the same time, people can change. We watched Sutton tell us that she wants to change, right? And then I did experience some of those changes she spoke about as I got to know her more. So like, it's a both and. If you're not going to show me anything different, then I have no reason to believe anything different. But if you tell me something different and you show me something different, then maybe. But I'm not holding out for Dorit to show me something different.
Okay.
Because she didn't give me that impression.
Speaking of reunion, are we excited for your first reunion? How are we feeling?
That sounds absolutely awful. Why do we want to sit around for 18 hours and fight with each other about things that we need to get over?
I don't know, but you're going to do it.
Yeah, it's part of the job.
Okay. Are we having fun, though, this season? Is there... Oh, my God, you're looking at me. Did you not have any fun?
Yes, I had fun moments. Here's what it would be like, though. It's so stressful. You would have fun doing something. Like, they're going to see us grape stomping in Italy, if I can give you that example.
Okay.
Riding through a vineyard.
Fun.
And then you're like, oh, God, I have to confront that fucking person about the thing I heard they said about me. Is that what you want to do after you grape swamp?
You signed up for the show.
Naively. Here's what I believed. I believed if I continue to be myself, and I'm someone who doesn't fight about nonsense. I continued if I were to be myself, then no matter how anyone else conducted themselves, I would just keep being me. And you will see that. Like, I don't name call. I don't yell at anyone. I stay emotionally regulated. I say what's true for me. I don't get into unnecessary drama. I really tried my best. But that meant that other people worked hard to try to bring something else out of me.
Mm. Looking back, would you have done anything differently?
No. You know?
Okay.
I was working with what I knew and with what I had. There's maybe a couple things where I'm like, now that I've reflected on it more, I'm like, okay, I could have spoken up there or something like that. But no, nothing major.
All right. I love that. That's always great to like have no regrets, right?
Yeah, because misunderstood or not, I had the best intentions.
Okay. I know you're very obviously very big into manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
What are you manifesting for your life right now?
Oh, I have so much going on. We want to buy a house in Newport.
Okay.
Yeah, because we spend like over half our time there.
We saw that you are in Newport a lot.
Mm-hmm. I want to buy a house there. I need the right house, right neighborhood, right number of bedrooms. I just need a house that works. What I want doesn't really exist where I want it. So that's why it's a manifestation. I need some things to really come together.
Okay.
My next book, I'm writing it. I'm on chapter 4. It's going really, really well. I have a book club of early readers who get to read the chapters as they're written. I'm getting wonderful feedback and I'm enjoying the process. So I'd love for that book to just do amazingly.
Okay.
You know? What else am I manifesting? But yeah, like a stronger than ever relationship.
Okay.
Like from losing a child to one of you signing up for reality TV. I mean, life will make you like have to work on your communication and really show up for each other. But that's a good thing if you let it be. Just a really happy home and happy family. Like our life is so good. I just want more good things. I want my work in front of more people. I want to just do what I've done, but in a bigger way.
And have more matcha.
And always have high standards.